First, let's keep the lineup for Polaris United. Number 1, Caitlin Jacoby. Number 3, Emily English. Number 4, Alicia Beck. Number 5, Alex Herseman. Number 6, Jamie Kennedy. Number 8, Jessica Wesley. Number 9, Ashley Enzel. Number 10, Jenna Vanillo. Number 11, Ashley Simac. Number 12, Sandy Doyle. Number 15, Beck Pavitt. And number 16, Alex Silvis. Let's meet the lineup for the Q2 Panthers. Number 1, Antonia Stathakos. Number 3, Haley Grant. Number 5, Lauren Sullivan. Number 6, Desi Neer. Number 7, Claire Sandor. Number 8, Patrick Hill. Number 10, Diana Crane. Number 11, Jasmine White. Number 12, Michelle Howard. Number 13, Victoria Volkowski. Number 14, Rebecca Clancy. And number 15, Lauren Belton.
Check 1, 2. Welcome. Round 4, match 2. The One Volleyball Toronto Premier League here from Ryerson University, the Mattamy Athletic Center. Tonight's matchup, it's the second of the evening, is between Polaris United, who are at the bottom of your screen right now in white and blue, and the Q2 Panthers in yellow and navy blue at the top of your screen. I'm Chris McKee doing the play-by-play tonight, as I have been each week for the One Volleyball Premier League. First week back at Mattamy Athletic Center after the previous 2 weeks. Well, last week was off, and the previous 2 weeks at Kerr Hall, the old gym at Ryerson. And tonight, starting off, serving Jasmine White, top of your screen, in yellow for Q2. Let's do this. And a fortunate roll right out the gate. You know, that's a good sign. It could be your night when you're getting rolls like that on the first serve. One of the balls just crept over from the men's game. They were just warming up to the left. And that's the reason for the pause in play. And now we're back to it. White looks like she's ready to serve. Q2 up 1-0. Another fortunate roll for White. Again, back-to-back Jasmine White. 2 rolls off the lip of the net. And it's 2-0 Q2 just like that. So if you tuned in for the first match, you saw a fantastic game. Galaxy All-Stars with a convincing 3-0 win over Soul Machine. There's a nice block, Haley Kranitz. And it's 3-0 Q2. All smiles in everybody in yellow so far. Mentioned the level of volleyball just getting better week to week. And White again gets that roll off the net. And Kranitz, the set was way off from Albert, but Haley just suspended herself in the air, got a touch on her left hand, dropped in. Good start for Q2. White serves again. Pavin, and just inside the back line, Rebecca Pavin gets Polaris off the snide for their first point of the evening. Nice swing from Rebecca, and now Alex Arsevic will serve for the first time tonight for Polaris. Just waiting for the ball to come over. Alex is the bottom center of your screen. Getting ready to serve. Spinner. Powerful serve from Alex. Veltman hammers that one. Lauren Veltman on the left side. Too much for Andrews Waslick. And now Janelle Albert serving, top of your screen. And she perfectly placed just inside the back line. I know Janelle, for my money, best serve I've seen in the One Premier League so far here in Toronto. Right up there with Sam Clary, who just played before us. Sam was the player of the game for Galaxy All-Stars in their win over Soul Machine. Albert again. Pavin, nicely placed. Veltman got a finger on it, so that drops in for Polaris. It's 6-2 right now. I'll try to continually update you with the score every point or two. Doesn't appear on your screen, just on the scores table. Veltman, nicely placed. Nope. Saying out of bounds. Sorry, looked in for me. There's two lines there. I'm blind as a bat. And there's a thin gray line and then a white line. And I can't see. Sandor. Great dig from Arcevic. Simak just punches at it. Veltman. And that one is nicely placed from Veltman. So forget what I said the first time. Just go with that call. Lauren will go back and serve. Lauren, of course, plays her volleyball right here at Ryerson. Home gym advantage. And that's Sydney Grulich with the kill for Polaris. 7-4. And Rebecca Pavin serving for the first time tonight. Nice serve from Rebecca. And there it is, ace for Rebecca. 7-5 now. Lovely. Haley Kranix hammers that one away in the middle. Ball has rolled way down to the other end of the court. Arcevic going to chase it. Top of the screen, Haley Kranix serving. Ref just having a chat with the scores table, 8-5. Q2 out in front. And that one just didn't look right coming out of Haley's hand into the net. Ashley Simak now serving, bottom left of your screen. And the set was off for White, but she made the most of it. Arcevic, nicely placed from Alex. 8-7. So after a shaky start, Polaris back into it. Grulich saw that one dangling, hammers that one away. Nice play from Sydney. And that looks like Lauren Sterling now getting into the action in yellow. Claire Sandor, top of your screen, serving. Nice serve. Jaden Kennedy. Big swing from Jaden, and that's too strong for Veltman. And the ball goes sailing way up into the ceiling. So 9-all here in the first. And Tess Andrews-Wasilick serving. Jasmine White hammers that one away. Too strong for Ashley Simak. 10-9, they're in front. Lauren Sterling now, top of your screen. And just a swing and a miss. Ashley Ansell trying to set for Elisa Jack, and they just whiffed on it. Sterling serves. Kennedy. Oh, what a dig. Arcevic places the hand just under, and Jaden Kennedy puts that one. Alex Arcevic, with the tip of her finger, kept that one alive. (11-10). Caitlin Genovi, bottom right of your screen, serving. Nice serve from Caitlin, and there's an ace. That one had a lot of movement on it, the power. It was a bit of an awkward floater. Too much for Q2. Ends up falling in. Genovi again. Back-to-back nice serves. Albert goes floating into one of the sides, keep that alive. Pavin has that blocked by White. Arcevic will try on the left side, and Jasmine White again blocks on consecutive swings, puts that one away. Nice play, Jasmine. 12-11 now. Q2 in the lead, excuse me. Good crowd here at Mattamy Athletic Center. Pavin. And just missed. Good eye from the ladies in white. Veltman missed on that swing, and Arcevic will serve. She's at the bump center of your screen, just below the camera. And Haley Kranix again. So if you are in the Toronto area, want to come down and check out the action, it's just $10. You can get your tickets online or here at the door. Check out 4 games of the best volleyball you will see in the Toronto area. Sandor can't put that one away. And Kranix touched the net. Too much momentum led her forward. And that'll be Polaris' point. It's 13-all. And Alicia Jack will now serve for the second time tonight. Alicia from Hamilton. Nice serve. And Sydney Grulich puts that one away. Ball just dangling. Didn't waste any time with it. And Jack will serve again. Every time I come down here, I say, I'm going to get a coffee before. But it was so hot and muggy in Toronto, I'm like, I can't drink a coffee. But I could have used the caffeine rush. Haley Kranix. And Sandor punches at that one. Clever puts that one away for the kill. 14-all. Fairly evenly contested. Here in the first set between Q2 and Yellow. If you're just joining us, Polaris in white and purple, bottom of your screen. Pavin. Nicely blocked from Sterling. Sandor. And Kranix with a lovely block. Textbook. Haley from Fort Erie. Of course, plays at McMaster. Veltman with the serve. Veltman with an ace. Simak and Grulich just kind of looking at each other. And there's the first time out on the floor with the score 16-14. Polaris in the lead. Thanks for joining us here on the One Volleyball YouTube stream. Don't forget to click subscribe. It's a big red button at the bottom of your screen. Stay up to date on all things happening. The One Volleyball Premier League, both in Toronto and in Calgary. And of course, don't forget to check them out on Instagram at One Volleyball. Posting great pictures and videos and highlights from each week of action in Toronto and Calgary. We're in week 4 here in Toronto. Last week was the week off. It's been a great summer. Really enjoyed it. The first 2 weeks I was dying with the flu, so it was a struggle for me just being here. But the last couple of weeks, really enjoyed my time calling the games, and as well, the action on the floor is getting that much better because the ladies actually are starting to communicate better with each other, know what each can do on the court. And the result is much better volleyball on the floor. Lauren Veltman serves back to the action. Simak hammers that one away. Too much for Stephakos. So Marissa Mata is usually the libero for Q2, is not playing tonight. She's in the gym. I seen her walking around. Assuming just injury. On the bench, holding the clipboard, watching the action. Simak hammers that one away. Ashley Simak with the kill. Ashley, 5 years at the University of Manitoba. And was the CIS Rookie of the Year in 06-07. A lifetime ago. And Rebecca Pavin gets the roll. So Jasmine White had a few favorable rolls for Q2. The first couple of serves, now Pavin returning the favor. And Polaris up 17-16 in the first set. And again, and Haley Kranix, she's been the star of the game so far. Everything running through number 3 in yellow. And she hasn't missed. Haley will go back and serve now for Q2. McMaster finished second this year. Behind Ryerson, the OUA. And just out of bounds. Simak now will serve. Ashley played pro over in Switzerland. Jasmine White, great dig from Andrews Waslick. Gets it over. Sandor. Nice diving play from Sandor. Arcevic, and that's blocked by Sandor, but they're saying she touched the net. So that's going to go to Q2 in white, and they're now up 19-17 here in the first set. I'm Chris McKee. Thanks for joining us. And that one landed in as everyone in yellow just stopped and stared at it. It looked well aimed too. Just miscommunication. Could prove costly. Simak again. She goes right back at Veltman. Sandor. Sandor hasn't had much luck on that right side. Kennedy, nice play from Stephakos. He just punched at it. Got it, and she does again. Arcevic. and Albert couldn't get it over. 21-17. And there's a timeout on the floor. Q2 wants to talk about it. So next week, here at the One Volleyball Premier League in Toronto, it is OVA night. Anyone 18 and under, if you wear your OVA team jersey, you get in for $5. And as well, before the game, there's a skills clinic, the Kono Skills Clinic, from 4 to 6 p.m. And both men's and women pros playing here in the One Volleyball League will be doing a skills clinic for all the youth. Go check out the One Volleyball website for more information on how to register and sign up. The men's game going on in the gym to the left of us. You can hear some of the reaction. Crowd's lively over there. Back to the action here. Ashley Simak serves with Polaris up 21-17, and Lauren Sterling hits that one into the net. And Jasmine White got them going with a few good points, off to a 4-0 start, and then it just hasn't been pretty for Q2. The rest of the first set just haven't really gelled. And again, people just racing. And Jaden Kennedy hammers that one away just in time, because it would have been a dead ball if she'd waited half a second longer with the ball jumping across the screen from the men's game. Big swing from Jaden. 23-17, Simak serves. Trying to put the set away. Nice serve from Ashley. Jasmine White with the kill. Hammers that one away. Claire Sandor now back to serve. Claire played Guelph University just down the road, an hour and change west of Toronto. And Jasmine White with a block this side. Q2 not ready to roll over in this first set just yet. Sandor serves again. Way too strong. Everyone in the gym shouting out on that attempt. And now it's set point with Tess Andrews-Wassilik serving for Polaris, trying to put this one away. Tess, a former national team player. Kennedy, and there's a touch out of bounds, and that's Polaris point. And Polaris, quite convincingly, takes the first set 25-19. So after a sluggish start, they woke up, shook at the cobwebs, and quite convincingly took the first set. So now during the change, I just noticed that Jessie Nairn, who has been one of the best players on the floor for Q2 over the first few games, hasn't seen any action. She's been on the bench the whole first set. And Jessie's been one of the best players in the league over the first 3 weeks of the season. We'll see if that changes here in the second. Getting set to return. Set number 2. Polaris took the first set, 25-19. I got to stand up and stretch in between each set. It's a tough. I'm basically perched up on a window ledge with a mat underneath. Thank God for this mat. But it puts my back in all sorts of trouble. Thank God I went for a nice yoga session today. Well, shout out to Moksha Yoga Studio in Pickering. Helped getting me right. And a nice block from Alicia Jack on Janelle Albert's attempt. Albert tried to catch her sleeping and do that clever little dunk, but Jack was wise to it. 1-0 Polaris here in the second. Caitlin Genovi serving at the top of your screen. And there's an ace for Genovi. So thank you all for joining us out on the YouTube stream, and then those who sit and watch the playback. I know I usually do at the end of the night. Lauren Veltman, but well out of bounds. Lauren really hasn't hit her stride yet on that left side. She's been fantastic the first couple weeks. Just playing really amped tonight, hitting the ball well out of bounds. Hasn't been close on a few attempts. Got to settle down a bit. Genovi serves. And that one handcuffs Sandor. I wish she managed to get a dig on it. And nicely placed by Veltman. So maybe she heard me saying she's got to settle down a bit. Instead of hammering it, just went for touch. Well done. Now Janelle Albert serves bottom right of your screen. Janelle from Brampton. On the OUA All-Rookie team this year. Obviously a Ryerson player. Pavin. Net touch. I'm not sure who touched it in yellow, but someone did. The net was rattling, so good call. And Alex Arcevic, top of your screen, serving. Alex from Burlington, Ontario. Was a first-team OUA All-Star this past year. I saw her play a couple times. And there's Q2 at the point. Definitely one of the best, I would say probably top 3 or 4 players I saw in the OUA. Alina Dorman at U of T was probably the best I saw. The lefty, playing with the national team. And there's Alicia Jack with the kill. It's 5-2 right now, Polaris in white. Sydney Grulich back in the game. And Alicia Jack, top of the screen, serving. Nice dig from Crane, just into the game. Pavin hammers that one, and it was well in. Albert disappointed herself. Nice kill from Pavin. Jack again. That one was going up, but Veltman kept it alive. Crane. Jack was there. Sandor still can't get it going. Crane, and that ball ricochets around, and it had some spin on it. Alicia Jack disappointed herself. You know, everyone in white would have loved seeing that one stay alive. Now serving for the first time tonight in yellow, bottom left of your screen, Rebecca Glancy. Storied career at the University of New Brunswick. Seeing her first action here in the second set. There's a lift called against Polaris. It is 6-4 right now. Polaris in white leading in the second set. They took the first set, up 1-0 right now. Into the bottom of the net, Glancy goes. To grab a seat on the bench. Stefakos re-enters the game in her place. And Rebecca Pavin serves. Becca, former national team player. Of course, starred at the University of Kentucky for the Wildcats. And that one goes into the antenna. Substitution, Ashley Ansel back into the game, as well as Jaden Kennedy. Serving for the first time tonight for Q2. Victoria Golubiowski, number 13, bottom right of your screen. Victoria also played at Guelph University. Gets the roll, and the ace. Nice first serve for Victoria. 7-6 now. Q2 trails in the second. And can't get the roll this time. Too short. Ashley Simak, top of your screen, serving. Arcevic. A wrestling match for it. Still live. Arcevic will try again. And Crane, a couple attempts at it. Kennedy. Jaden's been dynamite tonight. Great from Andrews Waslick. Nobody wants this great series of play from the ladies. Still going. Kennedy into the net. Unfortunate for Kennedy, so Q2 finally, after a great rally, gets the point. Dinah Crane serving. Crane from Oshawa, east of Toronto. I did my schooling at Durham College. I know the Schwa well. Veltman. And finally, Albert puts that one away. If you're in Oshawa Tuesday night, the Corral, ladies' night, the big country bar, it's the happening spot in town. That's about the only happening spot in town, really, man. Crane, former All-American, two-time in the junior and senior year, Flagler down in Florida. Arcevic. Veltman. Great dig from Simak. And Veltman on the second try put that one away. It's 9-7 now, Q2 with the lead in the second. Crane serves again. And timeout on the floor, Polaris wants to talk about it. So neither team has really gotten into a rhythm tonight. There was that one good series of play a few points ago. But it's been, third set, and pretty much that's it. Hasn't been a lot of continuity between either teams yet in comparison to the first game we saw tonight, whereas Galaxy they had it going on. Just don't forget, keep 2 live streams open, the men's game going on to the left of us here with Soul Machine and Magnus Spartans on the men's side going at it right now. And we're back to the action here. In set 2, Diana Crane serving. Arcevic punches at it. What's the call? It rolled out of bounds, and it's going to be Q2 point. Crane serving again. They serve. And Lauren Veltman puts that one away. Big swing. 11-7. Q2 with the lead in the second. Kennedy. Nice block from Veltman. Arcevic will try it. And a great dig from Stefakos. Kennedy again. And Golubiowski was there. Arcevic goes touch this time. Good chance here for Polaris. Grulich finally hammers that one away as it was too much for Crane to handle. And the ball went over the bench for Q2. Andrews Wasilic serving at the top of your screen. Former academic All-Canadian. And that one landed in. It looked into me. They're all giggling because they know it was in and got the call for it. I'm a karma guy. I believe in karma. That's going to come back. 12-8. Q2 leads. White serves. Arcevic. And just missed on that attempt. Good call that time. Just a hair outside. Jasmine White, bottom left of your screen. Jasmine, of course, a storied career at Michigan State. She was an academic All-Big Ten, won a sportsmanship award, and a lovely block from Veltman. She's feeling herself on that one. I was pretty impressed. White will serve again. Jasmine also from Oshawa. It's Oshawa night here at the Toronto Premier League. White too strong on that attempt. Substitution, Caitlin Genovi back into the game, as well as Rebecca Paving. And Genovi will serve for Polaris United. If you're just joining us, Polaris in white and purple, top of your screen. And Q2 in yellow and navy blue, bottom of your screen. That's way too long for Genovi. 15-9, Q2 cruising. And now Janelle Albert serves. Spinner. Ton of power behind her serve. And a block from Rebecca Glancy. So Glancy's replaced Haley Kranix for the most part here in the second. Done an admirable job in place. Haley had a good first set. And Glancy doing the same here in the second. Time it on the floor. It's 16-9. Trying to listen in here to the Q2 huddle with the noise from the men's game. Drowning it out. Mentioned earlier, gorgeous night here. Dead smack in the middle of downtown Toronto, Yonge and College Street. It was Yonge and Gerrard. Here we are. No, we're at College. It's Yonge and Gerrard is... Sorry, forgive me. Veltman, left-handed, muscles that one in. Clever. Set was way off her, but she just poked at it with her left hand, worked out all right, and it's 17-9. Q2 cruising here in the second, trying to tie this up. Another great serve from Janelle Albert with the ace. She just handcuffed Andrews Wasilic. You don't see that too often. Albert again. Mentioned Janelle, part of the national title winning team. Before Ryerson, Pavin with a big swing. There's a big mural of the women's team outside Mattamy Athletic Center. with them winning the national championship, and Pavin puts that one away. Golubiowski couldn't handle it. Too much power for her. So it's 18-10. Let's see if Polaris can dig themselves out of this hole in the second. Arcevic serving. Powerful serve and a great dig from Stathakos. And Elisa Jack with the kill. Nice swing from Elisa. Alicia, excuse me. The set was perfect for her. Well timed, just put that one away. Arcevic again. And Glancy, and then Andrews Wasilek, great dig. And second time's a charm for Glancy. She goes right back at Andrews Wasilek. Couldn't handle it the second time.
All right, fans, we're giving away a white jersey number 8. And Polaris United, Assistant Wrestling.
Lauren Veltman, bottom left of your screen, serving.
So see who's playing. We're going to toss the ball around. We're going to toss it around. We're going to move it here.
And Rebecca Pavin with the kill.
So 3, 2, 1, go!
So they're doing some games over on the left side. That microphone's loud. I can't hear myself think. Alicia Jack serving.
Taking it slow. Let's go to the right side.
Oh, and so Ashley Simak puts that one away. Stathakos went diving for it into one of the signs. Couldn't keep it alive. 19-13 Q2 in the lead. Polaris serving, trailing by 6. Good opportunity for them here. Pavin, right at Veltman. She's up for it. And a lovely block from Crane on Pavin's swing. Falls nicely in place for her. 20-13. And looks like, Glancy will serve again. Rebecca was the female athlete of the year while she was out at UNB, and she just puts that one into the net. Excuse me. Pavin again. Too strong, drifted way out of bounds. Substitution on the floor. Ashley Ansel back into the game. Number 9, White. And number 6, Jaden Kennedy. Speaking of Oshawa, Jaden Kennedy from Oshawa as well. I want a royalty check from the mayor of Oshawa as Lauren Veltman puts that one into the net. What could be the Minister of Tourism for the Schwa. Ashley Simak serves. Jasmine White, lovely. Perfectly timed set, and the swing was just a thing of beauty. 22-15. Diana Crane serving again. Gets the roll. Kennedy. And she handcuffs Golubiowski. Vic with a big smile on her face. Still comfortably in control. 22-16. Andrews Wasilek now serving top of your screen. Was there a touch on it? No. Jasmine White too strong on that attempt. Andrews Wasilek again. Nice block from Arcevic. And then Albert goes flying out of nowhere with a block. And unfortunate, Jack got a piece of it, but it didn't land in out of bounds. Q2 point. White now serving at 23-17 for Q2, trying to put away the set. Nice dig from White this time. And Jack, again, almost the identical place where her block landed, misses. Set was perfect for her. Just couldn't find the right lane to place the ball in. And here it is, set point. Jasmine White will serve, bottom left of your screen. And she's got that roll off the net to perfection. Jaden Kennedy with the swing there. That was touched by Veltman out of bounds. So Polaris has life. Pavin enters the game along with Genovi. Genovi should be serving. Yeah, there she is. Caitlin from Stony Creek, another of the McMaster ladies. And just missed on that attempt. And there it is. The set goes to Q2. And we're tied at 1. Thanks for joining us, the One Volleyball YouTube stream, the Toronto Premier League action. Back to the action in the third set. We're tied at 1. Janelle Albert serving for Q2, top of your screen. Start of the third set. And an ace for Albert, another powerful serve. She's unbelievable. Albert again. Ball dangling up there. Glancy tried to put it away. Pavin goes touch this time. Pavin. Nice block from Glancy. And great reaction from Crane and Albert. Keep that alive. And again, Albert off the tip of her finger. Albert again. This time Ginobili on the other side. And finally, Rebecca Pavin just drills it at Stefakos. Too much for her to handle. Polaris with the kill. Alex Arcevic serving. Bottom center of your screen. Just below the camera. Again, off that net. And the ball just hit the antenna. Pavin gave up on it. No luck. Lauren Veltman, top of your screen serving. Lauren, a child and youth care major at Ryerson. Simak puts that away. We're tied at 2. Sydney Grulich back in the game. And Alicia Jack, bottom left of your screen, serving. Alicia's had some injury issues, fought back from an ACL injury. Looks healthy and lively, and there's Diana Crane for Q2. Q2 up 3-2. Glancy serving, top right. Way out of bounds. Good shout from everyone on Polaris. So I can't get the new Beyonce and Jay-Z song, The Carters, out of my head. Great video. Looks like it was shot at the Louvre in Paris, France. Check it out on YouTube. Grulich, but, oh no, it was before that net violation called against Q2. It looks like Crane got a piece of the net. So it'll be Polaris point. Pavin, bottom right of your screen, serving. White, Pavin's up for it though. And the set was off for Golubiowski outside the antenna. She couldn't bring it back in. And just missed Pavin. Too much movement on that. She topped it. You can just hear the sound off her right hand. Golubiowski serving for Q2. And Simak into the net. Disappointed in herself. We're tied at 5 in the third. Golubiowski serving again. Kennedy. White was there to block it. Jaden will try it again. Simak. Oh, and she just whiffed of that one. Ashley having a rough go of things here over the past couple plays. And there's an ace. That ball had so much movement at the bottom, just dropped out of it at the last second. Nice serve from Golubiowski. 7-5, they lead now. This match has the telltale signs of going 5. Way too strong. Neither team's really separated themselves. Both pretty evenly matched, back and forth. And a great effort from Crane reaching way back just to keep that alive. And Jasmine White with the block. Ladies in yellow love that one. 8-6, or the scorer had the wrong score there. It was Crane. Wasn't pretty. Bottom of the net. Alicia Jack back into the game. And Andrews Waksalik serving bottom right of your screen. Played at Laurier for 4 years before transferring to Manitoba. Veltman. Arsevic was there. White. Kennedy. And Jasmine White again with the block. 9-7. Arsevic disappointed in herself. She was there, got a piece of it, but ball falls out of bounds on her side of the net. Point for Q2. They're up 10-7. Jasmine White serving again. Jasmine, a psychology major. Should probably talk to her after the game. Could use some help myself. Arsevic. Oh, what a play by Arsevic, but unlucky. Great reaction, but the ball falls out of bounds. And it's 11-7. Ball has drifted over from the men's game. Pavin goes and grabs it and rolls it back. Back to it here on the ladies' side. And there's an ace. There's both Simak and Andrews Wassalik. And there's a timeout on the floor. Polaris wants to talk about it, down 12-7. Polaris has had moments this year where they've looked like the best team in the league, and then other moments where they're a little out of sorts. And so tonight is a little bit more of the latter. They've got the players to win the league, really. I mean, Kennedy, Andrews, Wassalik, Arsevic, Pavin. I mean, he's as good as anyone in this league. Alicia Jack with the kill. Substitution, Genovi and Pavin back in. And Genovi will serve. Caitlin's got an OUA championships, her resume. Also coached some youth teams. Alex Arsevic. Glancy got a piece of it, but well out of bounds. Ball drifted over to the men's side, just waiting for it to be returned. Finally back. Here it is, Genovi again. Polaris in white, bottom of your screen, trailing 12-9. We're tied at 1 set each. Way too strong. And now Janelle Albert serves. Just missed by a hair. If that's a thicker line, that's on the line. It's a very thin pinstripe line. Arcevic now serving bottom center of your screen. Gets the roll. And Glancy with the block. Veltman now serving. You got Lauren listed at 6'2". Sterling, nicely placed. Lauren Sterling. Sterling out of the University of Windsor, a 4-time OUA All-Star. I mean, every player on the floor is an impressive resume. What are they calling? There's a touch on the net on Q2, Polaris point. It's 15-11 now. Polaris trails. Jack, far left of your screen, serves. And Alicia Jack with the ace. Gorgeous serve. Nicely placed. Ashley Simak with the kill. Lost my headset there, forgive. Struggling to pick it back up. 16-13, timeout on the floor, so 15-13. Thought it was the 16 timeout. So Polaris creeping back in here in the second. Q2 was comfortably in control. Not anymore. If you are out there in Twitter world, drop me a line on Twitter. Let me know where you're listening from. My Twitter is at Mr. McKee, MRMCKEE. And don't forget to subscribe to the One Volleyball YouTube channel. Click the red button at the bottom of your screen. And also check them out on Instagram. Drop a follow at One Volleyball on Instagram. I won't do Snapchat. I'm too old for Snapchat, I've decided. Crane just inside. There was a touch, but the ball landed in regardless. And there's the timeout at 16-13. Men's game getting rowdy over the other side of the gym. Getting set to restart the action. Antonia Stefako serving. I don't know if I've seen her serve tonight. This might be her first service. Pavin hammers that one. Almost hits the roof, but doesn't. Ball still alive. And a lift called on Pavin. Unfortunate. 17-13. Stefako serves again. Antonia from York. Storied career there. She won an OUA East Libero of the Year at a time there. And a good effort from right there. couldn't keep it alive. Pavin now serves trailing 17-14. Nice serve. Jasmine White hammers that one away, attacks Pavin. She couldn't keep it alive. 18-14. And now there's that dual substitution again. Ansel and Kennedy re-enter the game. If they work well together, stick with it. And what a block, Jasmine White. The set was perfect. The swing was really nice from Grulich, but White just up for the task. Big smile on her face after that. 19-14, Lauren Sterling now serving for the Panthers. And Andrews Wasilick, great dig, Kennedy. And finally, Kennedy gets a roll. White was there, just didn't bounce over the net. Golubiowski back into the game for Q2 with Ashley Simak serving. Bottom center of your screen. Pretty simple serve from Ashley. White gets the kill. And now coming to the game the first time, Alexandra Ciafast from Queen's University. Number 16, bottom right of your screen. Diana Crane serves. Nice play from Ansel. And again, that's White and Veltman together with the block. So, by the way, they do serve alcohol down here at Mattamy. Seeing some people up on the top row with some beers going, watching the game. I don't think you're allowed to bring it to the gym, but there's a balcony that overlooks just above where I am and where your camera is to the right. Everyone's got a few cocktails going. Is it professionally acceptable for the play-by-play announcer to drink beer during the middle of the game? Asking for a friend, I don't know. Been a hot day. That cold beer looking good to me right now. Alas, I'll have to wait a few hours till I get home to crack open a cold one. (22-15) Q2 leading. Diana Crane, she's played fantastic since coming into the game. Serving again. And there's an ace for Crane. So Elisa Jack tried to throw her off. She threw me off, but in the end, she threw off her own teammates. Crane again. Too strong on that attempt. So 23-16. Jack back into the game. Andrews Wasilick serving bottom right of the camera. Nice serve. And a lovely block, Elisa Jack. (23-17), Polaris trying to fight back. And into the net, you're not going to do it. Hitting the balls into the net, and it's now set point. Q2 Panthers. And Jasmine White will serve for the set. White, top right of your screen. Taking a few extra seconds. Arcevic. Veltman nicely placed inside, and there's the kill. And that's the end of the second set. So Q2 comfortably in the third, end of the third set. Q2 up 2-1 now. And we'll be back in a few minutes. Back to the action here for the start of the fourth set. I'm Chris McKee doing the play-by-play. Thanks for joining us. It's been a great night of volleyball here at Ryerson. Ashley Ansel serving. This might be the first time she's served tonight. Here we are in the fourth set. Ansel the lefty. Veltman. Arsevic just missed. Good eye from Veltman. Q2 at 1-0 in the fourth. You missed the first set, or for the first game. It was Galaxy All-Stars with a convincing 3-0 win over Soul Machine. And Q2's up 2-1. And there's an ace for Lauren Veltman. She's just unbelievable with that serve. Albert again. And just as I say she's unbelievable with the serve, she has the award for the ugliest serve of the night. Yeah. Broadcaster's jig. Sorry, Janelle. That's my bad. Yeah. Arsevic serving top of your screen for Polaris. Ball ricocheting around. It's going to be out of bounds. Good eye from Pavin. 2-2. Arsevic again. Alex started at York before transferring to McMaster. And a swing us on that set. So Haley Kranick back into the game after sitting out the last 2 sets. And you can see the timing way off for her. There, nice serve from Arcevic. Blocked by Pavin, but just out of bounds. We're trying to readjust this camera. There we go. Veltman, bottom left of your screen, serving. Granix missed on that attempt. Are they calling a touch? They are. Haley seems confident in it, so I'll roll with it. Veltman again, bottom left of your screen, just out of picture. And that one just rolled off the net. And it's 5-3 now, Q2 in the lead. Polaris just outsorts tonight. It's just not looking right. Another great serve from Veltman. Nice block from Simak. Pavin. And there it is. Pavin puts an end to all that. Too much power. Alicia Jack, top right of your screen, serve. Hits the net, but out of bounds. Unfortunate. And now Stefakos, bottom left of your screen, serving. Antonia from Brampton. Homer Russell Peters, the famous comedian, one of my favorites. And Ashley Simak with the kill. Men's ball has traveled over here. We've rolled it back. Action will restart. Pavin serving. Simak again. Back-to-back plays, Ashley Simak. Ashley's been an assistant coach with Ryerson. No stranger to this gym. Jasmine White. I was just thinking to myself, they got away from White a little bit. She's been the most dominant player in yellow for most of the match. And finally went back to her, and there's the results. Q2 up 7-6. And now Genovi and Jaden Kennedy back into the game. Lauren Sterling serving. Arcevic from the back row. And off the floor, Stefakos. And again, and finally, they call that one dead. Sorry, I was just making sure Cream was okay. She gets up with a smile on her face. She went down a little awkward on the left side. All is well. All is good in the hood, as they say. 7-6, Polaris trailing. Ashley Simak serving. And Jasmine White again with the kill. 8-6. Best player on the floor tonight. Diana Crane serving. Bottom right of your screen, just out of picture. And into the net. Cheska Andrews Wasilek serving. And off the antenna, it'll be Polaris point. 8-all in the fourth. Q2 in yellow with a 2-1 lead. And just Veltman was just kind of like gently placing that over, and three ladies in white all standing staring at it. I would put that on Arcevic. She had the best look at it and just could have stepped up and put a hand on it. Jasmine White serving bottom left of your screen. And Kennedy misses that time into the net. Jasmine White serves. Lauren Veltman with the kill. Big swing this time from Lauren. And Andrews Wasilek looks like she tweaked the neck muscle. She's cringing. And everyone on her team kind of like, are you all right? She's going to come out of the game. Substitution. Would imagine the trainer will be making a trip to go see if she's all right. She looks to be all right. Jasmine White, bottom left of your screen, serving up 11-8. Elisa Jack with the kill. (11-9) now. Polaris trails. Ansel will serve again. Ashley, Guelph University, out of Whitby, Ontario. And a lovely touch, Veltman. Perfectly placed. There's just something missing from the Polaris ladies tonight. Just they don't have that spring, that fight in them. Well, it looks like Q2 can comfortably take this fourth set and get out of here with a 3-1 win. You want to see a little bit more fire and passion in them. Usually that's going to come from Pavin or Arcevic. There's Pavin. And there's Kranich with a block. First time Veltman's missed in some time. So try it again. Good opportunity here for Q2. Kranix. The set was a little off, but it worked out all right for her. Haley Kranix with the kill. 13-9 now. Q2 in yellow out in front. Janelle Albert, bottom right of your screen, serving. I won't tell how great her serve is this time because the last time it was ugly. And then there we go on cue. Absolute perfection. One thing I don't understand, everyone in white knows how good of a serve she has. Everyone in the gym knows how good of a serve she has. And everyone in white kind of standing around watching. Someone attack the ball. Again, too strong that time, just missed. Arcevic serving. And that's in, that's ace. The ball, it looked like it was going long, but last minute, the bottom just dropped out of it. Nice serve from Alex. 14-11, they trail. Again, a nice dig from Stefakos. Simak. Here it is for Q2. Set was a little off. And net violation, set was way off, not a little off. Veltman goes crashing into the net, and that's going to be Polaris point. Arcevic again will serve. 14-12, Q2 in yellow with the lead in the fourth. Haley Kranix with the kill. Big smile from Haley on that one. And now Lauren Veltman will go back to serve, bottom left of your screen. It's funny to watch everyone. They've got their set place. This is where I serve from. That's it. You always see some people switch it up, move around a little bit, give a different look each serve. And Pavin, there's a touch on that, and so that's Polaris point. Substitution. Sydney Grulich back in the game. Jack serving, top right of your screen. Nice serve. Lovely touch from Simak. Sterling was a little too delicate with it, and Simak just put it right back at her. 15-14. And the ref had blown the whistle dead for a second. There was a bunch of people, some of the guys from the men's game were walking back in the back row, and Jack thought she had an ace, and she doesn't. Way too strong this time. She's asking the refs, can we do that one over now? Good to see she got a sense of humor about having that ace taken away from her. And there's the timeout on the floor at 16-14. Back to the action here. Q2 in yellow up 16-14 and lead 2-1. Haley Kranix now serving bottom left of your screen. Q2 again is with Diana Crane this time. 17-14. Way too strong on that attempt. You could see the moment it left her hand. That one was going way long. 17-15. Pavin serving. Pavin led Kentucky to the Sweet 16 in 2009 and 2012. Under head coach Craig Skinner. I mentioned a couple weeks ago I had the chance to interview Coach Skinner down at Kentucky. Pleasant to speak with. White puts that one away. 18-16. And now The Genovi Kennedy substitutions come in. Sterling serves. Simak. Lovely swing. Ashley Simak. 18-17. So Polaris still with some fight in them in the second. As dominant as Q2's been in the game, Polaris still hanging around, still have a chance to pull it together and win this match. And Stathakos just misread that. And now we got a tie game, 18 all in the fourth. White. What was that? Nicholson made a nice play. Dig. Barely off the ground. White just hammered that one well out of bounds. The set was just a little low for her. And just for momentum, she followed through on that. Just hammered it way out of bounds. You gotta learn to pull back at the last second. Simak serves. Just out. You know, that one could have went either way. So again, I still haven't seen Jessie Nairn tonight. She don't look injured. So, you know, we've seen her warming up. She's got her uniform on. And you see Marissa Mata, you know, not even dressed. Golubiowski into the bottom of the net, 19 all. Sorry, 2019. Polaris out in front, Jack back into the game. And Andrews Waslik, after, looks like she tweaked a muscle in the neck. She got some treatment. And now back into the game and will serve. Hammered away, Arcevic saw it dangling, just put it away, lovely. 21-19, and now finally you've seen a little bit of life from the Polaris ladies. A little noise out of them. Veltman, perfect. Lauren Veltman. She's good. She's real good. Kranix back into the game, and Jasmine White will serve. Q2 trailing 21-20. Veltman again, and again. No, Andrews Wasila keeps that alive. No ball is dead when she's on the floor. Kennedy. And Sterling just whiffed on that one. She couldn't even look her teammates in the eye on that one. So 22-20, Q2 wants a timeout to talk about it. Polaris looking to fight back, tie this 2-2. I'm in no rush to go anywhere. It's been a nice night. Great volleyball. Still early. 10:30. So shout out to my guy Tony Clark. Out listening on the live stream. Tony's the head coach of the Durham College women's volleyball team. He's been won the coach of the year a couple years ago. 2 OCAA East titles to his name. Back to the action here, Ashley Ansel serving. Veltman. Kranix has that block by Alicia Jack. Thought it went out of bounds, sorry. Thought it landed in. Albert serving again. Pavin hammers that one away. Rebecca Pavin. 23-21. And again, the Polaris bench finally showing some signs of life, encouraging the teammates. Alex Arcevic serves, trying to pull this one back to 2-2. Veltman again. Ashley Simak puts that one away. And it's 24-21, set point Polaris. So they barely had a pulse for a while, and here they are, 1 point away from tying it up. Beauty of volleyball. Never over till it's over. Here we go, set point, Alex Arcevic serving. And there it is, an ace from Arcevic, and Polaris takes the fourth set, 25-21. We're tied at 2, we're going to 5. I said this match had that feeling it was gonna go to 5, somewhere around the second set, and here we are. You just got a sense that neither team was willing to separate. Q2 had the chance. They had Polaris on the ropes, and here Polaris fought back, finally showing some signs of life. So now you got to think the Polaris ladies got to play a little lighter, play with a little bit more energy. Back to the action here in the fifth set. Ashley Ansel serving. Arcevic. And too strong from Veltman. Point Polaris. Ansel again. Set was off for Glancy, just punches at it. Arcevic, way too strong, comes right at the camera. Albert serving, bottom right of your screen. Hammers that one. Golubiowski, that was going out. Simak kept it in. See if it cost her. Oh, and Veltman, she's been fantastic all night. Just struck out on that one, unlucky. 2-1. Polaris in the fifth. Arcevic serving. Again, another fantastic serve. Rebecca Glancy with the kill this time. Pavin reacted to it. Ball goes out of bounds. Veltman will serve. Bottom left of your screen. And there's an ace for Veltman. So makes up for that earlier mishap. And it's now 3-2, Q2 out in front. And Lauren Sterling, that was dangling. Hammers that one away, but they're saying she touched the net. That's disappointing. Well, in a way, I mean, you can see the net still rattling. And so, good call. Well, great dig from Sithako. Saves that one, screeching her knees in the back of the gym. And Glancy puts that one away. Glancy on Ansel. That's a mismatch that Q2 will take any day. Glancy will take a breather. Jasmine White back into the game. Sithako serves bottom left of your screen. 4-3, Q2 out in front. And the set was off, but Grulich made the most of it. He gets the kill, 4-4. Who wants this? Pavin, ready to serve. Nice serve. Sterling. White sets for Sterling. Arcevic was there. White with the block and keeps it alive. And finally, Ashley Simak with the kill, puts that one away. 5-4, Polaris in the lead. And out of bounds, not even close on that attempt, 5-5. Golubiowski serving for Q2. White, set was off her, hits the antenna, unlucky. She did her best to reach for it. Back to it, Simak, ready to serve. Grulich with the block. And Arcevic into the net. She was too amped. She was trying to put a hole through the gym floor on that attempt and ended up just smacking it into the net. And Lauren Sterling will serve bottom right. Oh, clever dump. But Genovi there. And there's Albert. Kennedy just hammered it at her. She kept it alive. Kennedy will try it again. And unlucky. Jaden Kennedy puts that one away. It's 7-6. Polaris out in front. And who's serving? Is it Andrew Vlaslik? It is, yeah. Tense moments here at Ryerson. Set off. Everyone is trying to get a hand on it. Arcevic hammers that one away. Alex Arcevic. And there it is, 8-6 at the switchover, the changeover, excuse me. Polaris out in front. Veltman, Lauren Veltman with another kill. I mean, it's been Veltman and White. Earlier in the game, it was White who was clear the best one on the floor. Veltman, the last two sets, has just been dominant for Q2. It's 8-7. And Q2 up 9-7 now. Ashley Ansel serving, bottom right of your screen. See a little bit more pep in the step of the Polaris ladies. Definitely encouraging. Veltman hammers that one away. It's been the Lauren Veltman show the last two sets. She's taken over the game. Keep feeding number 15 if you're Q2. She's been unbelievable. Janelle Albert now serving top of your screen. That was out, but Simak kept it alive. It was well out. And Claire Sandor's been sitting on the bench for quite some time. She started the game, and now back into the game, and gets the kill, 9-9. Rebecca Pavin puts that one away. Glancy was there, but couldn't get it back over, and now Arcevic will serve up 10-9. Alex, bottom center your screen. You'll see her appear in just one moment. And that one into the net. Not the time to do that. Alex has been excellent all evening, as she is just about every evening. Haven't seen her have an off night yet. Pavin with the kill, paints the back line, nicely placed. This time of the game, you want to go to your more experienced ladies. If you're Polaris, keep feeding Pavin. And then if you're in Q2, Veltman and White, but there's Glancy getting into the mix as well. So 11 all. Tooth and nail here in the fifth set. DeFacco serving. Thanks for joining us on the YouTube stream. It's been a great night of volleyball. Pavin again. Oh, kept alive. Great reaction. And again, Pavin third time. Sandor. This has got to be it. Got to be it if you're Polaris. And finally, rolls off the lip of the net on the other side. Unfortunate. Luck just not on the favor of Q2. There's a movie called Match Point. Woody Allen directed a few years ago, and they talk about how in life luck plays so much a part of it, and just that roll off the top of the net is that in a microscope. Glitch with the block, 13-11. And there's a timeout on the floor. Q2 wants to talk about it. It's been great here. The last couple sets, it took both these teams a while to wake up, but the last two sets have just been amazing. So Polaris, 13-11, looking to pull this out. Back to the action. Pavin serving. Nice serve. Sterling. It didn't. No, they're saying it touched the nets. No one got a handle on it. Everyone in what? I don't think anyone touched it. Everyone on the Polaris bench, Pavin is pleading. They're going to give it to Q2. And that's such a key point of the game. You don't like to see officials getting involved in the game, being a difference. But here we are, the fifth set, 13-12. Crucial decision. It could have been match point for Polaris. But instead, Q2 serving. Kennedy, and that's blocked by Janelle Albert, and we got a tie game at 13. So that official's decision proving to be huge. And Golubiowski serving for Q2, top left of your screen. Arcevic. Oh, Andrews Wasilic. You could just hear her say, oh, almost in a Homer Simpson-esque dope. And now it's match point Q2, and there's a timeout on the floor for Polaris. So the officials call just getting in the way. Don't like seeing that. Key times of the game. Appreciate you all hanging in. It's on this late Thursday night now, about 10:45 local time. Well, people got to get up for work in the morning, so appreciate you hanging in, watching the stream. And here we go. Match point. Victoria Golubiowski serving for Q2. The game's in her hands. Set way off. Costly. Sterling. Kept alive by Arcevic. Set was off for Sterling. Andrews Wasilik's there. Kennedy steps into it and just hammers that one out of bounds. And that's it. Game, set, match. Q2 Panthers take the game. The officials' call proven to be huge and costly. It could have been match point for Polaris, but instead Q2 got the point and then dug out of the hole and won the game. So we'll stick around for the player of the game. Thank you all for tuning in and watching. I'm Chris McKee. Don't forget, check me out on Twitter. Drop me a line at Mr. McKee, MRMCKEE. And let's see who the players of the game are. We're going to go Veltman or White for Q2. And then maybe Pavin or even Alicia Jack or Arcevic for Polaris.
It's now time to name Boston Pizza Women's Players of the Match. First, for Polaris United, player of the match is number 15, Becky Pavin.
There it is, Rebecca Pavin.
And the player of the match for the Q2 Panthers is also number 15,
Lauren Veltman. Here we go. Well deserved. She was fantastic the last couple sets. So that's a wrap here from the Mattamy Athletic Center at Ryerson in Toronto. One Volleyball Toronto Premier League Week 4 is in the books. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next week, same time, same place.